The injury to Barry Murphy in Rovers Cup defeat to Sligo meant a starting place for Stephen O'Brien. After signing for Rovers in a coaching capacity, he was the only real option for Pat Scully, with John McGuinness out on loan at Kilkenny City. O'Brien faced an early Galway free kick, but he wasn't tested by John Lester. Both Galway and Rovers went out of the FAI Cup the previous weekend, but in their last league outing, Galway were 2-1 winners at league leaders St. Pat's. Rovers were fourth and only 6 points off the lead, ahead of Friday's game with the game in hand. Rovers' first chance fell to Tommy Barrett inside the opening 10 minutes. Gary Rogers needed to make the save from a Tadhg Purcell header shortly after. Derek Glynn had scored twice in 3 of Galway's previous 4 games, and from a breakaway he almost added to his impressive tally. Wes Charles cleared the free kick, and a miscue from Derek Pender allowed Glynn to break. He got in between 2 Rovers defenders but was let down by his finish. A minute later, O'Brien was called into action when Barry Moran turned in the box. He hit the target but didn't get enough power in the strike or the right direction. Rovers with a free kick right on the edge of the box when Kieran Foley upended Ger Rowe. Dave Cassidy was just off target. On the half hour, Rovers won another free kick in a good position. Cassidy floated the ball in, but Rogers came out to collect. Tadhg Purcell was a constant menace to the Galway defence, and 9 minutes before the break he had another chance, but again Galway survived. 4 minutes later and Purcell again went close. He showed a nice touch to create the opening for himself, but the touch from Rogers took the ball over the bar. Derek Pender was booked for a full-blooded challenge on Kieran Foley late in the half. Both players needed treatment, but Pender came off worse and had to be substituted. For Tadhg Purcell, the second half took up where the first ended. His header from a Barrett cross was off target, and he would have been forgiven for believing it was not going to be his night. Undeterred, Purcell kept going, and on the hour he created another opening for himself with a fine run down the left, but he dragged the ball narrowly wide. Rovers were having much the better of the game, but they could and perhaps should have gone behind when the ball dropped to Derek Glynn in the box. 8 minutes from time, Glynn made amends and looked to have secured all 3 points for Galway. John Russell provided the pass and Glynn the finish. Rovers and Tadhg Purcell finally got their reward in stoppage time. Dave Cassidy sent in the cross, Barry Ferguson climbed highest to provide the knockdown, and Purcell finally had his goal. On the balance of play, Rovers would have been hard done by not to have taken at least a point. Next up for Rovers, a Friday night meeting with Bohemians at Tulka Park.
To be fair, I think we should have won again. I think we had numerous chances. I mean, I know they had 2, but they came from their mistakes. As I thought, some of our play was very good tonight, and we had numerous chances. We just weren't clinical enough. You know, they got the goal very late, and I think sometimes teams can foul them, but I thought their response was fantastic. Like, and I said, Tadhg is just at the moment he's on 40 minutes.
Another late goal, disappointing. Like, I had 2 good chances overall. We should have put them away, and that's what you get. Like, in this top league, if you don't hold on to your lead.